Hi, and welcome to my channel vlog. I'm here to talk about my internet for the last time, the Life is Strange, and about how I'm doing on YouTube so far. So, what the hell was the first thing I just said? Yeah, okay, internet connection. It's gonna suck, and it's gonna suck for a very long time. I've looked into getting a better connection, but things are not gonna be working out in my favor for a while. So I'm just gonna do my best and deal with it. Okay, let me give you, for anybody who cares about the technical things, 5 gig video, about an hour and a half long average, and at 480p, takes me about 4.5 days straight to upload to YouTube. That is very, very slow, I know. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. I could cut up the videos into like 15 or 30-minute chunks and upload them like on a regular like 2-day basis or something like that, but it just doesn't work, and it's I think it's just very weird format to do the videos in. I already do them in a weird format. I'm already cutting up like a whole chapter of a story into 3 different parts, and that might be a little too much for people to deal with. I really haven't thought about that, so I'm just gonna any time in the future that anything is in a big let's say a chapter, I'm just gonna try and do it into one big video, and I'll have that uploaded throughout the entire like week and a half or however long it takes, so it'll be more convenient. So it'll just click on that video and that's all there, rather than getting a little bites. I'm not sure which one's better yet, or what's more convenient, so I'll just have to test around on that and see how things go. Okay, so that's the last time I ever want to talk about the internet. Why? Because every time I think about talking about it, it's just something that's whiny and bitchy about me that it's not really your concern, it's my concern. So for anybody who asks about it in the future, that's why. I'll make a quick answer, but I really don't want to bring it up on my own again. So that's that. Well, thank you for listening to me bitch about it for a little bit longer. Okay, now, what happened with my Life is Strange content? I just finished the Dark Room Chapter 4, and I have lost the audio file. The file was corrupted, so I don't have any audio for it. My commentary or anything else. It's just, nice little video about people talking silently. So I don't want to. I'm gonna have to redo the video in one way or another. I'm thinking about just making it an enjoy video and just redoing the commentary. Of course, I'll put up something in the beginning letting everybody know that it's not my true blind let's play of that chapter. So that's what I'll just do, and it'll be up in a little while. Okay, and as for Chapter 5, that'll be up just right after. It'll be ready to go. Let's see, what else? The games I'll play after Life is Strange, I have no idea. I really don't. I don't know if I'll probably do a few quick games and more of my Enjoy series, just so I'll have a bunch of other videos uploaded, because those are a little quicker to do. And a lot easier because I've already played the game, so I'll have my thoughts sort of already gathered in my head because I'm already familiar with the type of game it is. So I'll be able to speak on it and how I'm reminiscing about the game, or what I missed, what I didn't like, and so on. So that's what I'll be doing right after Life is Strange. As for my next long Let's Play, I'm thinking about LA Noire, or XCOM 2, or what's it called? Dragon Age Origins. I've played about an hour into it, or at least the first part of like the introduction of Dragon Age Origins, up to the part where I rescued by the warden and escaped the tower, or the circle. So after that, I just completely stopped. I know there's way more of the game that I'm going to have to get into, but that's the part where I thought to myself, you know what? This is really cool, and I want to show everybody this. I got hiccups. Ah. It's like, ah. Not even like the kind where you out loud. It's like the kind that's fucking stabbing your insides. Ah. Wow, that hurt. God damn. Haven't had one of those in a while. Am I dying?
Running.
Oh, okay, I think I'm fine. Alright. I completely... Okay, so maybe one of those games. I'm not sure. Also gonna be doing thinking about doing more extended Enjoy series. Like, for instance, I'm thinking about replaying the Mass Effect series. I really enjoyed that game. I'm gonna streamline it so I'm not looking at every single thing, because I've already gathered up the story. Even if I miss a few things, I'll still be able to progress the game and know what's going on for the most part. And of course I'll stick to more short form games. It'll be a little bit mixed up, but I'll see what works and what doesn't in the next year. So we'll see. Nowhere to go but up. As for the quality of my content, I feel like I'm improving things very slowly but surely. I have actually bought a microphone. I got a pop filter, and I'm not using my headset where I sound like I'm some kind of radio operator. I'm using Adobe Premiere to edit my videos and render them, rather than using the shitty other one that fucking fucks up everything and can't render for shit. I mean, I put it on 480p and it doesn't even come out that kind of quality. The difference between the two, so good. I love you, Adobe. I don't know how to use the editor very well. I mean, I'm still learning, and I always have to look back to the shortcut keys page, like little drop menu, so I could familiarize myself every time I upload every time I edit a video. So I'll be like, yes, Control Shift K, or Shift this, Shift minus that, and so on. I'm always going, I can do that. And yes, I do look at the tutorials, but it's something I just have to work with. And no, I don't have anything else. I just have the editor, so I don't have any graphics or anything like that I can use. So I just have a very simple program. So it's working out so far, because the simple cuts and edits that I do, it doesn't take that much time for me to do them. Unfortunately, it does mean that I can't do the crazy graphics thing that I was thinking of doing with my that I was doing before. Like at the end of my Soma videos, I had a few like little music outros that I did, and I really don't know how to do that yet with my Adobe editor. So I'll just work on that later. What else? Hopefully I am working on sound proofing my room, but it's a little hard to do because I live in an apartment building. I have like a family of 4 living above me. They're constantly running around, turning their TV on, blasting music, or if it's not them, it's my neighbors from like across my building who like put up wind chimes, constantly doing yard work when they really don't need to be doing yard work, yelling at each other, yelling at people from my building. I live above a garage with above like 15 or 20 cars that are constantly starting and stopping. Sometimes people just go down there and just rev their motorcycle engines for like 15 minutes. I'm like, holy shit, dude, just go outside and drive that thing around. But I digress. Calm down. Calm blue ocean. Calm blue ocean. So I have to work with a certain window of time whenever I want to do record stuff. And on top of that, I live with my family, so I mean, I love them, but they're noisy people too. Shit. Good times. So, what the hell was I talking about? Forget it. Anyways, let's get into how I think I'm doing with my commentary. My jokes are still terrible, but that's to be expected. I feel like I'm talking a bit louder, a bit more open, and I'm still pausing a lot of times, even in this vlog, to stop and think about things. I wish I had gone through like some sort of theater course before starting this, because at least then I'd be prepared to, you know, sort of at least keep blabbering on, even if incoherently, even though I even if I didn't know what to think or say, I could still sort of talk my way into to keep going, going with the flow with my language. Shit, I mean, right now I'm stuck and I have no idea what I'm saying. I could structure this and I could have bullet points and stuff and like written notes down on my sides, just, like for references and stuff. I might have to do that, but I don't know how comfortable I would be with that just yet, because with the kind of videos that I wanted to make and the kind of speech and commentary that I of course want to have is very candid, so it's like in the moment kind of a thing, and I can't do that if I'm always following a certain structure. And that's what I've always didn't like about English classes. Whenever I would write essays or make reports, I would always have to structure things in a certain way, and it would kind of cut with it would be like a cookie cutter kind of thing, where it wouldn't be as creative. I mean, some people could thrive in this kind of stuff, but I certainly never like this kind of stuff, where you would have the intro, outro for every paragraph, and then you'd have a different idea at the top, and it's just fucking I hated conclusions. In conclusion, without using in conclusion, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, so that's how I feel about structuring that kind of stuff. I mean, I might do a little light structuring, but I don't want to confine myself into that kind of thing where every video that I make is sort of a cookie cutter repeat of the previous one. I always want to sort of shake things up and make things a little different, if anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't like English classes. And that's why I want to sort of have this candid thing and sort of just speak out of my mind rather than having things constantly being structured. If I wanted to do structured content, I'd be doing reviews. And I might do them later, but for now, I really want to work on my candid speak, you know, in the moment kind of thing. So I can work on, you know, just going with the flow kind of thing and sort of finding my own voice in this kind of thing. Because if you look at other bigger, everybody's bigger than me. If you look at bigger YouTubers, you'll see how they speak. They have a constant flow in their voice. They speak with a sort of candid confidence that they have. They have their own style. Like, they could be loud, they could be quiet, they can be very emotional, they could be very stern, they could be very jokey and out of the moment kind of thing. And you can tell that they're sort of they fill up that kind of niche that they are. So they could be the loud person, the quiet person, the jokester kind of thing, and that's the kind of stuff that I don't know what to do with myself. I'm still not very sure of what kind of person or kind of commentator I will be or I'm striving to be. I still don't know. The only thing I do know is that I want to get better at talking and better at pouring out my ideas from my head out into the microphone and for all of you to hear, because that is the hardest part for me right now. I am going to worry about the other parts later on, and maybe I'll have a goal for myself to be set up for the future. But for the meantime, I just want to focus on being able to speak my mind without stopping very, very much. What else? Happy Valentine's Day. If you don't celebrate, have a chocolate. Go see Deadpool. That's what's happening right now. What am I going to do for Valentine's Day? Besides not have a date. Probably eat a cheeseburger. Watch a movie. Maybe play some Honey Pop. You know, lonely people stuff. Fuck it, you know? I don't know. I definitely have a six-pack waiting for me that day. Shit. Okay, let's talk about the hell did I do last time I did have a date on Valentine's Day. Nothing PG, so I can't talk about that. Okay, let's talk about the kinds of gifts I give. Like teddy bear, of course. One time in high school, I embarrassed my girlfriend by bringing her this giant white teddy bear, and I was waiting for her to get out because we went to different high schools. I ditched early and got her a bunch of flowers and a giant teddy bear. Now I was outside waiting for her with a really really nice shirt and I got Afro wax in my hair. It's just parted to the side or something to look neat for her. And yeah, good times. Yeah, big old kisses that day. That could be romantic. I think I was the only one that did that for her. Well, obviously, oh fuck, shit. I better been the only one to do that for her. But I think I was the only one who showed up at that school with a giant teddy bear outside waiting for your sweetheart. Good times, good times. I could be romantic and sweet. Not all the time, but when I do try. I think I've gone on long enough. Like always, I'll be uploading like crazy. If you're like, hey, it's been 4 days, and you should have a video up, I'll be like, maybe something went wrong, and I'll have something up as soon as I can. So I just deal with it, I guess. And I'm sorry in advance. It's gonna be tough, but hopefully I don't get too far behind in content that I don't lose your interest in this kind of stuff. Well, we'll see. It's tough because if I started this kind of thing like 5 years ago when I wanted it to, I think I would have had a bit more success because there wasn't a whole lot of competition, and nowadays the market's flooded with this kind of stuff. So it's very very hard to attract people to your content, but for what I'm doing right now, I'm very much amateur hour, and I think I need more time to practice becoming what I am as an entertainer before I start wanting to really really go for like the clickbait kind of thing to get views to my videos. I don't think I deserve a bunch of views right now, but I am working towards the part where I can be confident and comfortable with what I do, and actually think that what I'm doing right now is something that I think is worthy of other people's views, because I don't want to just copy and somebody who's big and make it my own. That's something I'm actually really really afraid of, because that's something I really really don't want to do. I just want to sort of fall in line with the kind of I don't want to. This is very very hard to describe. Maybe I could find a good analogy. Okay, so let's just say I want to become a comedian, and you see that Jim Carrey is you like Jim Carrey, he's really funny, and you like his stuff, so you start copying his work. So you start making all these funny faces, you exaggerated laughs, very very silly body movement and stuff like that, and you start coming up with your own stuff. And then but you're not really coming up with your own stuff. You're just copying Jim Carrey. You're copying his style. You're copying his laugh, and I don't want to do that. I want to be as funny as he is. If I was, I'm still talking about as if I was trying to become a comedian like him, and I'd copy his style, see what works for him, and see how bring that kind of energy towards what I do. But I don't want to completely just take what he is, because that's terrible. It's a terrible thing to do. I mean, you could sort of play homage to him with certain styles, but you sort of have to be yourself, so people aren't just calling you Jim Carrey copycats or something like that. You want to become My name is Ace. You know, I want to be people know me as Ace, not like a Jim Carrey shitty copy, a shittier version of Jim Carrey. I don't want to do that. That's fucking terrible. And that's what I'm afraid of. Whether I do it on purpose or an accident, I'm fucking afraid of becoming something I really don't want to be. And that's something who's stealing it, other people's shit. This went really dark. But yeah, these are the kind of thoughts I have whenever I do this kind of stuff. I'm always afraid of like copying the GameGrumps or Markiplier. I had like a nightmare the other day where the GameGrumps invited me to their place to record something, and then they were just looking at me like I'm some kind of phony, and they're like, maybe we should just stop. And my heart broke right there, and I was like, oh no. I suck, and that's the kind of nightmares I'm having nowadays. Like, good times, and I wake up and go, oh god, no, I'll never be that. Shit. Man, I hope they never hear this. But yeah, that's the kind of nightmares I have nowadays. Because I'm really afraid of becoming like this horrible person. I'm stealing other people's shit and making it my own, and not admitting to it. But I mean, it's this kind of shit that sort of make me take inventory in myself, and I reflect on what I am and what I do, so as I'm growing into more of an entertainer and more of a loud, outspoken person, that I'm not blatantly copying these people that I look up to, whether it's subconsciously or not. Good times.
Like that, spirits are gonna be high around here. We might have to
Yeah.
resupply the
Okay. Okay, let's get into why I look up to these guys. Because I really like their stuff. I really like their content. I really like what they do. But the thing I think that sort of settles me back down as to why I think I won't be just straight out copying them is because I am not them. I don't think I'll ever be as funny as them, but I can certainly have my own style, and the way I play is very, very different, because the way I think is different, and way I play is different, because when I play games, I really, really get into the story and the science of it all. And let's just compare myself to GameGrumps. They are playing the game, they get into it, and all this other stuff. They all this other stuff as well. But on the most part, their commentary style is very fluid and how do I say this without sounding like a pretentious prick? They are more comedic with their approach, very loud and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm more of a kind of a quiet kind of person. So I really don't think I'll be copying their stuff. I might actually subconsciously talk one of their words, like steez or something, but that's because I watch a lot of GameGrumps. I might accidentally, like, a slip of the tongue, and I'll catch myself and be like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that, but bastards in their name dropping stuff and their commentary. Love them so much. Happy Valentine's Day, Grumps. I think I've rambled on long enough, and the more I think I'm just digging my own grave here. Fuck it, I guess. Well, if you stuck around this far, thank you for listening to me ramble, and happy Valentine's Day. I hope you have a nice weekend, regardless of where you are or who you're with. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.